Hi and welcome to the Dow Market View for Thursday the 21st of August 2014. And an eventful day yesterday. Of course, we had the release of the FOMC meetings at 7 p.m, which we'll get to in just a moment. Let's have a look at the early session, and what I mean by that is the pre-market session before the market opened, because as I've said in some of the tutorial videos and some of the previous market views that I've recorded, is that you always want to have a look and see where the market's been the first hour before the market opens. And if you just grab the old markup tools here, we'll start off with the 0% there. You can see we've got some resistance there. In fact, let me just take out the extend right there. So we've got some resistance here, which it will come to in just a moment. And then, of course, on the left there, we've got some support there as well. So the market opens and we see prices starting to move high, coming back through the DP level. We've got buying to the left here as well. So again, where you can see prices starting to move higher. And what was interesting here, let me just see if I can make this a bit wider and rescale it a bit so that that's probably about as best as I can do that. So here we see the market starting to move higher, trading through the BRN there of 16,900. So again, an important psychological area. We've got the previous day's close price as well. And then we see this massive volume coming in here, selling pressure in the market, forcing prices to not move higher. The selling is absorbed. We see the buying coming in. We've also got the buy signal here as well, which I've just overlooked because I'm fascinated by reading the markets bar by bar. I forgot that we've got a signal there. So let me just put this in. So we see the order filled. Not a very good place for an order to be filled, actually. You're just above the BRN and the close of the previous day. So it could have gone either way. But we do have this buying to the left here. We do have this support and above the daily pivot line there. So adding a bit of weight to the signal there. So we see the buying absorbing the selling. We have two consecutive buying bars. We then get some more potential weakness. This is what's known as a telegraph pole. Just potential weakness coming into the market. And then further selling pressure in the market there as well. So the selling pressure is just above the resistance that I drew in earlier to the left, and I actually did this in real time as well, which will record a video on as it unfolded and how I took the profits out of this market. But this is just a quick overview of what happened yesterday. So we're seeing this selling pressure, and prices now use the previous resistance as support. We came through just on this bar, but on low volume, so no selling around. The market then reversing and moving back up. And eventually we took out the scalp. We have the next upside target here, which is 50 points away from this grey shaded line. So we know that there's a chance the market could actually trade up to this. And the market was actually busier than I spoke about yesterday morning in the market view. I expected it to remain really quiet until Yellen spoke in the evening. But for some unknown reason, as that one exception that I also mentioned, the market continued to move higher. When prices got around to this level, you will see on the tutorial video I do that I actually took profits off the table. We're through the scalp here, and once we get through the scalp, then I will use 100% generally most of the time to just hold the position. You can see this is just below the scalp. Again, as I keep reiterating, you can move the stop to break even, leave the whole amount on the table, or take off half the position and then use the 100% to trail through the actual trade here. But when we got to this point, we can see there's a bit of potential weakness there, even marking up 100%. And you will see on the video, I actually remove all of the lines, and it's at that point I decided enough was enough. I got fed up of waiting, just sitting here. It was like watching paint dry. Came back 20 minutes later. Murphy's Law, of course. We see the market trading up to the next BRN, offering 50 points, but I was happy with the 47 points that was available on this trade. So the market then remained sideways all the way through, let me just remove these lines, just clear the decks here so that we can keep things, whoops, remove that, give a bit more clarity to what we're actually seeing. So I'll just drag this over. So then Yellen Speaks, and I haven't got a clue what she said, and the reason I don't listen to these news items live on Bloomberg or anything like that is because I would rather look at the price bars. They give a true picture of what the traders really think about what she and all these other announcements when they're released are actually saying. So we see the market moving lower. No doubt some prospect of we're going to continue to taper was in there in the first 20 minutes or so. And then, like Carney probably said, well, actually, we've changed our minds. If we need to, then we will continue with printing more money. However, what happened was we had another buy signal. This one is ignored because it's before the news. It'd be insane to be in because the market could have just gone up 150 points in one go. So this one is ignored, even though it's a nice trade. That is not a valid trade because it's before a major high-impact news item. However, once the market has shown its hand, released the news, sorted itself out, we then get the buy signal. We've got some selling pressure here. The selling disappears, noticed in the next bar, so the market's free to move higher. We've got the BRN in the way, but once that's taken out, we see a bit of pressure there with the market coming off the high. The market is then free to go up to another 20 pips just before the close of the trading session there. So a good day, 60 odd points available there in the two signals. This one ignored, as I say, because of the news item, which is a shame because there's a nice 30 or 40 points in there as well. But like I said earlier, they could go the opposite way and then you'd be wishing you hadn't traded it. So always are on the side of caution when you have high impact news items. And speaking of which, let's just have a quick look, see what we've got out for today. Forget all of the morning session. We're interested from 1:30 onwards. We've got the weekly unemployment claims from the US, and existing home sales is a medium impact news item. Philly Fed at 3 p.m. Just watch this one. It shouldn't really have too much impact on the market, but of course now said that it's likely to, so we'll wait and see. But we'll get half an hour's worth of trading before this one is released. Let's have a quick look at the daily chart before we conclude. You can see there that prices traded up yesterday to 16,987, up towards the 17,000 area. Just failing slightly there, but the market looks like it's going to push towards that target today. We've got that V-shaped correction in progress, the market coming back up to where it was before we had this shakeout sort of mid-July there. So the next upside target is 16,987, followed by 17,059 for the daily chart there. And again, in the video, I'll show you how I use the daily chart to actually forecast and also take profits in these sort of areas as well. They're very important numbers, these, and the pros know this. They don't just trade 5 minutes, they look at the bigger picture, they look at the background to the market. And when we get to these major areas of resistance inside of the daily chart, they will actually take profits and then either re-enter and move the market through it, or actually reverse the market from that point as well. So it's important to have the daily chart loaded as well, so you can get an idea of what's in the background there. Well, that's it from me for today. I will see you in tomorrow's market view. Like I say, there is going to be a video on more information in real time of today's trading session. Once it's recorded, I'll post it onto the site for you and then let you know. Okay, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and see you in the next one.